guys, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope their words are coming. That all the stories and little scribbles you have in the notebooks are getting to the pages. Today I want to talk about beta readers. This is a topic that honestly I'm going to take this journey with you because I have such mixed feelings on beta readers. I think everybody needs a beta reader they trust. Do I think that they need a team of beta readers? Nope, I don't. I'm going to tell you a story. I was in a group with an author I highly admired. She absolutely firmly believed in beta readers. And what she did was every chapter she wrote, she put the chapter in the group and she said, guys, feedback. And it was our job as her beta team, I was on her beta team, to give her immediate feedback on her chapter. And I watched this process. Now, this author was pretty confident. It was going to be pretty hard for a beta to change her story. And I think for her, it was more that she liked having people in the process as she wrote, and that's fine. But if you lack confidence, if you are a newer author and you set up a Facebook or other platform group of people to beta read for you, be ready. One person's going to say, well, I don't like it in this point of view. Well, maybe you should write in this tense. Well, I don't really know if I like this kind of narration. I need more dialogue. I don't want more dialogue. And you're going to get so many mixed messages that you're going to lose your voice. My suggestion, if you're gonna use a beta reader, I no longer use beta readers, period. The only time I will use a beta reader is if I'm really, really stuck. Then it's going to one of my readers that is not in book world. I do not give my books to people I know in book world to beta read for a variety of reasons. Definitely not other authors. They already have their own voice and their own way of doing things. I would give a book to a family member that has read me before, who knows my voice, who knows my words, who isn't technical enough to say something like change the point of view, because they don't even understand that you could write in different points of view, or the story could be told. If I'm telling a story, I'm confident enough to know this is the point of view I want to use, this is the tense I want to use, this is my basic voice. The reason I would be using a beta reader at that point would be strictly because I feel like I have a plot hole or I'm not sure what to do next. This is a problem I do run into, not often, but here and there, because of the fact that I'm a pantster. I do not plot out books anymore. I used to write only by outline, and I lost my joy in writing. I don't get the same satisfaction out of a book if I know the ending before I start. I never want to know the ending anymore. I am someone who writes just as surprised as the reader as I go. A lot of that is because one of the things I like is twisty books with twisty endings. And when I don't know the ending, I'm ensuring a more authentic experience for a reader because I didn't see it coming either. Now I will go back and plant seeds so that it makes sense that I got to that ending. But honestly, that's just my way. I find that when you have a beta reader, or you're writing two betas, you're sending out those chapters each time, yeah, it may be a great ego stroke, especially if you have a beta team that feels like they have to just tell you how wonderful you are. Or it may be great constructive criticism, maybe. Or it could be a bunch of mixed messages. Or you're going to lose that element. I watched in this beta group people telling this author, you have to end it like this. Now for her, she didn't do that. So that was good, and I think for her it works. For me, I would have been tempted to want to I'm a people pleaser, want to make my readers happy. So if you're the kind of person that's a people pleaser, you're going to want to write the ending that you know they want to see. To me, that takes the fun out of writing and is one huge reason I don't use betas. Another big reason I don't use betas is when you have a beta group and they've read the whole book, where is their incentive to buy the book? They already read the story. Now, you may have great betas that will buy the book anyway, but lately with the changes in indie, and I've done videos on the expectations of readers free books, 99-cent books, free ARCs, all those things in that culture we've created, your odds are they're not going to buy it. They're going to go, great story, thanks for the free entertainment, and away they go. So for me, beta readers don't work. Now, if you're a new author, if you're not confident, if you don't even know, is this book good enough to send to a publisher? Is this book something I could self-publish? If you're in that boat, it's different. You're going to want betas. You're going to need someone to say, wow, this is a great story, or gee, you kind of left out this kind of major detail, like, how the hell would the girl get on unemployment if she had a fake identity and yet no ID? Things that you're not going to spot. That actually just happened to me, but I thought of it myself because, again, I don't need betas. I can see those things myself now, but that comes with experience. I could not see that stuff at book 2, 3, 4, 17. Now I can see it. A lot of times when I'm co-writing, I'll see it in my co-writers. That's the beauty of co-writing too. You're basically betaing each other as you go. Hey, you changed the spelling of the name halfway through the book. Maybe you should care. Or I thought this book was taking place in Vermont, and now we're in Pennsylvania. Those kind of things you're going to catch with a co-write. And so I do use my co-writers in that way, and vice versa. Like, I watch them too. But for solo books, be careful who you have beta. Honestly, a spouse, a kid, obviously older, I would imagine, a parent, a friend, your sister's friend who likes to read. Best ideas for betas. Somebody that's going to take it serious, somebody that's not, you don't want somebody who's going to try to change how you write or your voice. You want someone who's going to respect the tone and the feel of the book the way you set it up, but is able to give you that constructive criticism. Never, ever, ever use a beta that makes you feel like your words suck, or that you're not good enough, or that you'll never be able to publish. And believe it or not, that happens all the time. I've had authors come to me crying about, my aunt read that and told me don't even submit it because it's horrible. And maybe the aunt's right, but like, hi aunt, not very nice, like, be nicer, I don't know. People can be jerks with this. It's funny, everybody wants to write a book. Everybody has an opinion when someone does write a book. Everybody thinks their life is a book. Oh, you should write a book about me. Oh, you're an author? Next thing you hear is, yeah, I have a hell of a story. You have to learn to tune all of that out. The story is inside of you. Trust you. Trust your heart. Trust your head. Trust your experience. Trust your voice. You will find that voice. Practice, repetition. It doesn't matter what the betas say unless you know for sure that they understand who you are as an author, where you want to go. And if you don't have that because you don't have enough books out, then let them make sure they understand you as a person. And that's why I suggest going to family. Maybe not, family that isn't into reading, but people who really know you, they get you, they understand what you'd want to do if, when you write a book. So that's my thoughts on that. And while it works so well for some, it doesn't work for me, and those are the reasons why. Until next time, guys, peace, love, books, and crazy.